Our commencement address tonight will be given by Mr. Bobby Rosenberg. Mr. Rosenberg is a Cardinal Mooney graduate of the class of 2000, where he was the most outstanding senior male and received the Father Connie Doherty Award. He is also a graduate of St. John's University in New York, where he received a Bachelor's of Science degree in Finance, graduated cum laude, and served as the captain of the football team, where he was first team All-American. Mr. Rosenberg, along with his father, owns and operates a Sarasota business, Rosenberg Asset Management. However, of all of his accomplishments, Mr. Rosenberg is proudest of his family. With his wife, Kelly, they have 2 children, Taylor and Gabriel. Please welcome Cardinal Mooney alumnus, Bobby Rosenberg.
Thank you. Before I get started, I've got a couple of issues that I think are too important to me to get lost in the next 8 or so minutes. So to begin, I think it's important to keep our friends in Santa Fe, Texas in our thoughts and prayers. To Sister Lucia. Sister, you've given your life to this wonderful school, sister. From my family, from the Cardinal Mooney family, thank you for everything you've done. To a man that's very, very special to me. I know he's not here tonight, but Coach Dowling, I wish you're here to see this, Coach. You're in each and every one of our hearts. Coach, we love you. To my beautiful little girl, Taylor, it's her birthday this weekend. She didn't know I was going to embarrass her, but I want to be the first to wish her a happy birthday. Happy birthday, beautiful. Next, graduates, take a minute tonight. Take a minute tonight to thank your parents or whoever sacrificed to send you to this great school. It's not cheap. It's not easy. It's a sacrifice. They did this so you could have a superior education and a superior experience. Take a second and say thank you. Finally, and most importantly, before I get started, we all woke up this morning in the greatest country God has ever blessed planet Earth with. In few other countries on earth could a guy named Rosenberg be asked to give the commencement speech at Cardinal Mooney Catholic High School. See, in this country, your success is not based on your religion, it's not based on your race, it's not based on your gender, it's not based on your background. See, a lot of people have sacrificed, folks, so the only person that can get in the way of your success is you, okay? With that taken care of, I'd like to thank you so much for the warm and welcoming and kind introduction. My name is Bobby Rosenberg, Cardinal Mooney class of 2000. To the Mooney family, I am honored, I am grateful, I am blown away for the opportunity of a lifetime to present to the class of 2018. Thank you for the opportunity of a lifetime. I am also grateful for the reality that I'm getting old. See, 18 years ago, guys, I was right where you are, and I can guarantee you, to the graduates, I can guarantee you that we're thinking the exact same thing. Get this old guy off stage, I've got a party to go to. Now, see, I'm on the other side of the podium, okay? And I realize getting old is no longer looking forward to going to a party with your friends. It's looking forward to going to a party with your teachers. See, there's this musician that you guys might have heard of. His name is Kenny Chesney. And Kenny Chesney wrote a song to the tune of Don't Blink. Just like that, 18 years has passed. In front of my old math teachers, I'm 36. So to prove I can learn something at Moody, I've seen the second 18 years. Okay? I want to give you a little insight tonight, okay, on what to expect, or maybe a little inspiration for success. A little bit about me, maybe a lot about me, is I'm a football guy. See, I believe that sports are the greatest teaching tools in life that any young person can have. Everyone tonight will congratulate you on graduating. I look at it a little bit differently. I look at it as you finished the preseason. Congratulations, folks, because the real world starts right now. See, in the preseason, you prepare, you eat healthy, you work out, you're allowed to make mistakes, right? There's always someone right there to tell you it's okay. You're young, you'll grow up, you'll mature, you're learning, right? Kind of like your parents, your teachers, or other people that surround you to make sure you have food on the table, clothes on your back, your homework's done. See, these people do the best to take care of you, and they try to help you correct the mistakes because you are in the preseason, right? Remember when Miss Cole busted your chops because your shirt wasn't tucked in, right? Or when Mr. Schroyer gave you detention because you were 30 seconds late to class? Or Miss Jewell got on you because she heard you using bad language? Or Coach Donovan took your cell phone away, right? I'm gonna let you in on a big secret. It's not about your shirt, folks. It had nothing to do with your shirt. It had nothing to do with your language. It had nothing to do with your cell phone. See, believe it or not, it's about having people around you that care enough about you to prepare you for the regular season or the game of life. See, showing up 30 seconds late to class, guys, it's petty. It's nothing. Wait, what's 30 seconds? But I'm gonna let you in on another little secret. After the real world starts, when you graduate from college and you buy a house, you have a mortgage, that mortgage payment's due on the 15th, you pay it one measly day late, guess what? You could lose that house. You go for that big job interview, dress like a clown, act like a clown, your cell phone's blowing up right in the middle of it. I got a phrase I want you to remember. It goes kind of like this. Would you like fries with that? Remember, the people that have taught you over the last 4 years, the culture at Cardinal Mooney, and the moral compass that's been instilled in you by the people that care, guys, it's because they care. Trust me, they want to prepare you for the regular season and the game of life. When I was asked to come here tonight, I got to be honest with you. I don't get scared talking in front of people. I was scared to death. I had to call in a favor on one of my old teachers, one of my favorite teachers of all time. A woman I admire, I respect, one of the strongest people I've ever met, Mrs. Rogers. Mrs. Rogers challenged me right off the bat with a pretty easy question. She said, Bobby, look at your class, the class of 2000, and reflect on who you guys were. First thing that came to my mind, folks, were we are the millennials. If anybody calls me a millennial, I'll see you outside afterward. Those are fighting words. Please do not call me a millennial. To sum up my people, the millennials, we are the kings and queens of the famous participation trophy. I mean, guys, when my people came in 17th place, I'll tell you what, they brought a trophy out that high. 17th place trophy was taller than me. Okay? Now, don't laugh too hard, guys, because y'all are working on the Tide Pod generation out here, so. In all seriousness, I think what we need to remember is that at any sporting event, the game of life has a big scoreboard. To me, the scoreboard is the most honest piece of equipment there is in the world. It never lies. In the regular season, the game of life, when you have a goal, when you have a challenge, and you work tirelessly towards that goal, you do everything in your ability to accomplish that goal, and you come up short, you lose, but you've done everything that you could possibly do. Accept it. See, I hate losing. Emotionally, I hate losing more than I like winning. You notice I said accept it. I didn't say like it, because each and every one of you should hate losing also. See, where my generation had it wrong, where we have it wrong, is that we stop keeping score, because everybody wins when you're a millennial. This isn't the real world, folks. The real world keeps score. And why it's so important to keep score is because every single successful person on God's great planet, they've lost. They've failed. They've come up short. They've fallen flat on their face time and time again. But when they lost, they figured out a way to get better. See, I'm a believer that in life you learn more from your defeats than you do from your victories. And folks, the challenges and the opportunities that you're about to face, they're real. They're hard. But I promise you, they're ultimately very rewarding. It's a couple of examples of people that face some real-world challenges. One of the greatest movies of all time, Forrest Gump. Forrest refers to a, quote, fruit company that he invested in. The man that started this fruit company started it in his garage, dropped out of college, abused drugs, got fired from the company that he founded, not once, but twice, struggled each and every day of his life to find his biological parents. That scoreboard that I talked about, it racked up an awful lot against him. It didn't lie. Another example, a man named Abe, born in Illinois, into complete and utter poverty. This man ran for political office 8 times, lost every single one. Started 2 businesses, bankrupt them both, suffered each and every day from nervous breakdowns. Maybe today we call that severe anxiety. Sounds like a man that struggled a little bit in his life. An African-American woman, born in Mississippi in the 50s, raised by her grandmother, abused sexually, physically, and emotionally her entire childhood. At 6 years old, her grandma sent her to live in Wisconsin, in the ghettos of Milwaukee. At 12, she was sent to Nashville to live with her dad. Shortly after, sent back to Mississippi to live with her mom. She was so bad, so poorly behaved, that her mother sent her back to live with her dad. The scoreboard added up against her. She could have pointed the finger. She could have blamed every single person around her for the struggle that she had in life. He could have looked at her, called her a loser. Guys, the people I describe above, the greatest innovator of our time, Steve Jobs, the greatest president this country's ever seen, President Abraham Lincoln, and business mogul, Oprah Winfrey. These people lost a lot. They had many challenges. Hear me out. They had more losses in life than they had wins. You see in the gym or on the field, there's an actual scoreboard, right? Got nice lights, advertisements, big jumbotron. It's in the real world, the game of life. The scoreboard doesn't have lights. There's no advertisements. There's no jumbotron. The scoreboard's a lot simpler, but it's much more honest. That scoreboard, the scoreboard of life, is the mirror. The mirror that we look into each and every day. The person keeping score is a person that you're staring back at. And that person is the only person other than God that you can't lie to. That person is a person that when the real world starts, like tonight, when the regular season or the real world brings challenges, that person has to look deep into that mirror to find out what that person's made of. How's that person going to meet the challenges? How's that person going to tackle the opportunities? Because I can promise you, over the next 18 years, there's going to be a lot of challenges, but there's also going to be a lot of opportunities. In closing, when those challenges arise, when those opportunities present themselves, you need to challenge those challenges with the confidence of Steve Jobs. When the result of these challenges isn't what you wish for, face them with the perseverance of President Lincoln. And when the challenges of the real world feel like they're never going to end, guys, face them with the strength of Oprah Winfrey. And most importantly, and I stress most importantly, face those challenges with God as your partner. Be able to look into that mirror and know you've given those challenges everything you have. To sum it all up, guys, it's simple. There's a distinct difference in life between people that lose and losers. Folks, losers quit. And that word is the single worst word in Webster's dictionary. As the game of life and the regular season begin, the real world starts. No matter what the challenge, no matter how tough it may seem, no matter how steep the odds are, never, 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 never give up. Go get it, guys. Congratulations. God bless you all. Go Cougars. Thank you.
To conclude tonight's ceremony,